What up, everybody? Welcome back to Jayfabe Wrestling. I know it's been a while, but I'm back, and we are in King of the Ring season with the King of the Ring finals happening at Clash of Champions. So I thought, you know what? Let me start doing a rebooking of every King of the Ring, and we're gonna start with King of the Ring 1993. And let's get over the card right now. So we got Bret Hart defeating Razor Ramon in a King of the Ring quarterfinal match. And we got Mr. Perfect defeating Mr. Hughes in another quarterfinal match. Bam Bam Bigelow defeating Jim Duggan in another quarterfinal match. And then Lex Luger and Tatanka ended in a time limit draw. So that was the last quarterfinal match. Then in the semifinals, Bret Hart defeated Mr. Perfect. And then for the WWF Championship, Yokozuna defeated Hulk Hogan. And then for an 8-man tag team match, we got the Steiner brothers and the Smoking Guns defeating Money Inc. and the Head Shrinkers. And then for the Intercontinental Championship match, we got Shawn Michaels defeating Crush. And in the main event, Bret Hart defeats Bam Bam Bigelow. And then I believe Jerry Lawler makes his debut on this show as well. So yeah, honestly, this was a pretty memorable show. Obviously, it's known for the Bret Hart performance, having a really good match with Razor Ramon, a great match with Mr. Perfect, and then a really, really good match with Bam Bam Bigelow to finally win King of the Ring. It's kind of his makeup for what happened at WrestleMania 9. And it's also known for Hulk Hogan's last WWF match in 9 years. Yokozuna um, finally get to run with the belt here. So yeah, there's a lot of good things here, but there's also a few things that I would like to change. Just looking at Mr. Perfect versus Mr. Hughes, there's definitely someone better for him there, I think, and just a better use of Shawn Michaels and even Lex Luger as well. Having him in a draw, I wasn't cool with that. Um, and also, Undertaker's not on the show as well. So there's a few things that I would like to change about this. So yeah, let's get into the card that I have right now. So I would actually have a World Tag Team Championship match. I have Money Inc. versus the Steiners. I think this would be better than the 8-man tag, and I would actually give the Steiner brothers the win here. They were just a hot tag team. We're kind of evolving past Ted DiBiase and Money Inc. And Ted DiBiase would start to do become a manager. So I think it's a nice way to pass the torch here to the Steiner brothers. And then now we get into the King of the Ring tournament. So we got one quarterfinal match. I got Bret Hart versus Doink the Clown. So yeah, I mean, on paper this sounds like, what do you mean Doink the Clown? But yeah, Doink was a pretty over heel at the time. He was a pretty solid worker, and yeah, I felt like he deserved to get on the card here. So yeah, then we have Tito Santana versus Razor Ramon. Yeah, I just feel like this is like a classic a feud here. You got Razor Machismo against Tito Santana. Um, and this is a nice showcase for Razor Ramon. Tito Santana is a great worker, gets him on the card as well. And then we would have Mr. Perfect versus Shawn Michaels. So obviously after WrestleMania 9, they started feuding here. Shawn is the IC champ, and I would actually have Mr. Perfect get a surprise like roll up win here. So this will set up their SummerSlam match. Um, so I think that makes sense. It's better than Shawn versus Crush. So yeah, Mr. Perfect versus Shawn, we get it here, and Mr. Perfect wins. And the last quarterfinal match, we have Bob Backlund versus Bam Bam Bigelow. Yeah, it's just like Bob Backlund kind of playing the underdog role here. He truly believes he's going to be King Backlund, and then yeah, he can put up a good fight, but at the end, Bam Bam Bigelow um, beats Bob Backlund here, and this could slowly turn Bob Backlund heel as he becomes a little crazy and starts to build that character as well. And then we have the semifinals. We have Mr. Perfect versus Razor Ramon. So yeah, these guys kind of feuded in Survivor Series 1992 as well. So a little bit of closure there. We got the bad guy versus the perfect guy. So yeah, I think these guys will have a great match here, and Mr. Perfect will get the win here. And then the last semifinals match is Bret Hart versus Bam Bam Bigelow. And yeah, same thing as what happened in the finals in the real show. Bret Hart gets the nice win here. And then we have a nice showcase match here. We have the Undertaker versus Lex Luger. So yeah, I didn't want to have Lex Luger in the tournament because obviously he had big things coming for him. So I think him just uh, having a nice feud with the Undertaker would make a lot of sense here. He's being a narcissist, and he's saying that no one in the WWF can touch him, and then the Undertaker come out, make the challenge. So yeah, it's a pretty simple match here, and yeah, I would have Undertaker get the win here. No, sorry, no, I would have Lex Luger get the win here, just because um, he's the next challenger. There could be like some miscommunication, and then Lex Luger uses his forearm and gets the win here. And then we got the King of the Ring finals. We have Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect. Uh, yeah, obviously the chemistry from these two from SummerSlam 1991. Again, this was probably what might have been the match of the year 1993. So yeah, keep everything the same here. Bret Hart gets the nice feel good win afterwards. Him and Mr. Perfect can shake hands. Bret is crowned King of the Ring, and then Jerry Lawler can make his return or debut, I guess, in WWF, and yeah, trying to spoil the party there. And in the main event, we have Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna. So I was thinking if I could try to find another challenger for Hogan, but I didn't really want Bret to win King of the Ring. And then just looking at other options here, I mean, maybe Hogan versus a heel Luger would have worked, but I just thought I'd just keep it simple. And also, like, it makes Yokozuna look pretty bad if he doesn't get his win back. So I actually would have Yokozuna defeat Hulk Hogan just like he did in real life. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't have like the cameraman having his camera explode in Hulk Hogan's face, but Hogan was probably did not want to lose clean at all. So I mean, in my booking, I would have Yokozuna just squash him clean since Hogan is leaving, and then it builds up a new monster. So yeah, that's how I'd have the King of the Ring here. Nice tight card here. Again, I think I improved the card by first getting rid of the 8-man tag because there's too much people in that match, and just have a simple tag match where the Steiners can win the tag team title. And then having Shawn in the tournament, I think is better than him defending against Crush. And then you can kind of start his feud with Mr. Perfect. Um, and then I also gave Razor Ramon like a tournament win, so he's not like eliminated in the first round. So we do lose the Bret versus Razor match, but we also gained Perfect versus Razor. Um, and then Bret and the Doink the Clown, they have a pretty good match at SummerSlam 1995 as well. So they definitely have good chemistry here. And then just giving Bob Backlund a showcase here as well. Him being the underdog against Bam Bam Bigelow, I think that'd be a fun story to tell. And in the final four, again, we keep the Bret and Bam Bam match. Mr. Perfect versus Razor, probably just as good as Bret versus Razor. And then and I would actually have Bret and Perfect as the finals since that was the best match. And I think it made sense for that match to be the finals over Bam Bam Bigelow versus Bret. And then I give Undertaker Lex Luger a nice showcase here, um, building towards Lex Luger. Felt like Undertaker should have been on the card as well. So that's there. And then Hogan Yokozuna, keep it the same. Only thing is have Yoko squash Hogan to really establish himself and really put an emphasis that Hulkamania is pretty much done for now. So guys, that is the card. Let me run down the card for you guys right now. So we got the World Tag Team Championship, Money Inc. versus the Steiner Brothers. Then we got King of the Ring quarterfinals, Bret Hart versus Doink the Clown. King of the Ring quarterfinals, Tito Santana versus Razor Ramon. King of the Ring quarterfinals, Mr. Perfect versus Shawn Michaels. King of the Ring quarterfinals, Bob Backlund versus Bam Bam Bigelow. King of the Ring semifinals, Mr. Perfect versus Razor Ramon. King of the Ring semifinals, Bret Hart versus Bam Bam Bigelow. The Undertaker versus Lex Luger. King of the Ring Finals, Bret Hart versus Mr.Perfect. And for the WWF Championship, Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna. So yeah, guys, that is my card. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you for the next King of the Ring. Peace.